Good morning. This is Sean and Marcia with a Little Dry Creek Ranch. We've been sitting here. We've been doing a little bit of homesteading about 16 months, maybe a little bit longer than that. We started our YouTube channel just over a year ago. Sitting here trying to figure out, what kind of videos do you make? What do people want to see? You know, when you're trying to think about videos that you want to produce or make, and it gets difficult sometimes, what you want to do. And one of the things I was thinking about yesterday was, you know, what have we accomplished here on our little farm, ranch, or homestead, and why did we start this? And I started looking at all the little things that we have accomplished versus all the small projects and stuff that we have not accomplished. Then I looked at 16 months, and 16 months really isn't a lot of time. And we have really grown. I mean, we started homesteading a little bit for reasons of health and getting things taken care of and keeping the chemicals out of our bodies and everything else. And you know, the cost of food was going up. You go to the store, and you know, I mean, just think of it as in, you know, 5-6 years ago we were paying $1.50 for gasoline, and now it's $5. Eggs were insane. That's one of the reasons we started chickens. And you know, they went up out here to almost like $6-7 a dozen for just regular eggs that you don't know how old they are. So we had a small chicken flock at that time, and we added to that, and we started producing more of our own food at the house. We have one of Marcia's friends does beef, and we started ordering cow from her. And then friends of ours at Edge of Nowhere Farm, they did pork, so we got a pig from them. We started raising turkeys and chickens, and we had Thanksgiving turkeys and chicken meat, and other friends did chicken, so we got some of those. And I'll tell you what, we eat pretty good, and it's kept the cost down. If you compare it to what you pay in the store and what you're getting in the store. One of the things I noticed with the pork was when we were younger, and my mom would sit there and make pork chops, for instance. Pork chops, a little salt and pepper, and that was all it took, and you had that wonderful flavor. The pork that we see in our stores now doesn't taste like that. You have to season it with everything. I mean, it's like pale. It's like, what is that, you know? And if you research on how they produce this stuff and what the animals are doing and how they take care of their animals, it's just not, it doesn't seem like a good life for me. You know, all our animals have a great life out here, and we take care of them as best we can. And, you know, they have all the food they need, the water they need. We started planting trees and fruit trees, and, you know, had our difficult times. A lot of the stuff hasn't really produced a lot, but, you know, it's all a learning process. And I challenge you guys to start taking care of yourself a little bit, you know, and put that little extra effort into what's going in your bodies. The report came out, I think I heard it yesterday, that Arizona food cost, I think it went up somewhere between 40 and 50% since 2021. I think it was. That's insane. I mean, how can the average person do that? I mean, how can they afford to feed their family? And I know when I was doing law enforcement, working for the sheriff's department, um, we were paycheck to paycheck, and I planned on staying 30 years and really making that great retirement. But I found out getting a second job and or retiring from the sheriff's department and getting another job, even though it didn't pay as well, increased my retirement percentage, and uh, we started working hard at that, and I love the place I'm at now. But we actually have a little bit to spare. If I was still in the sheriff's office, I don't know how we'd even afford to feed our animals. And our animals, even our chickens that we use for meat and turkeys we use for meat and everything else, they're family. They they're part of us. Um, so we take care of them like we do our own children. Uh, and it's something that's you need to really look at. What are you going to do for yourselves? What accomplishments have you received or not received? What accomplishments have you done in the 16 months? I mean, this property was virtually no fencing. We had some barbed wire fencing up, and my neighbor's going by in a little UTV, and you can. We'll go ahead and put pictures of them talking. So we went ahead and did all the fencing here, and I'll walk this way. Behind me, you can actually see some stalls we did, and those stalls were put together by me, my buddy John, and another friend of ours, and got that all taken care of. And then we put fencing all the way around the property. I mean, really, it's a little bit close to my head there. Really, it's only a 2-acre property, but we do a lot on these 2 acres. And then we welded up a second stall over here that next to their 20 by 40s. We can put more over there. Nothing's really finished, but you look at that and that's just amazing. So pretty cool. We've planted a lot of trees, and we really like moringa trees. I got some mulberries and peaches, and I think I got oranges and stuff like that. So that's real good. And then we built this right here. This is a 16 by 16 where you see hey, Bandito. He's eating. How you doing, buddy? You want to come out? We'll let you come out here in a minute. Finish your breakfast. We did that, and then we got our little goat pen right over here. It's attached, and they're buddies, and they sit there and talk back and forth. Hey, Bandito, how are you, sir? How are you, huh? You doing good, buddy? Yeah, good boy. Good boy. Yes. We'll let you out here in a second. And these are all our does. And something good about that is breeding season. So this next month, August, we'll be breeding. So we have babies in the spring. And these 3 ladies are going to be carrying some babies for us. And we'll go ahead and videotape that. Something else that we do is we utilize what we can. I mean, this right here is a dog kennel. Here's our Bressies for this season, and we got one in there that's not a Bressie, but I don't know if you can see that, but one that's not a Bressie. So we'll be adding some roosters and stuff to another flock. We're going to start a second flock, and oh, look at my neighbor Daniels. They're such a blessing having here. You can see right here by the fence. We got his horse sitting right here. How you doing? Huh? He's waiting for Bandito to come out and say hi to him, because they hang out here over here on this fence line all day long together. It's pretty good they have a buddy. And we'll let him out here in a minute, all right, buddy? All right. So, I mean, we've gotten a lot accomplished out here. So you figure in 16 months, we have done all the perimeter fencing. We've utilized what we can with poles and pipes and stuff that I got out, and we built 2 20 by 40 stalls. We've trimmed a lot of our Palo Verdes to make it look a little bit nicer. We got we did buy buddy John actually donated, we didn't buy it, a chicken coop off of, I think he got it off of Temu or something like that, and it's a chicken run. And that's pretty much what we do our turkeys on. You can see turkeys, and we got bees all over the place this year. I really wish we had some more stuff for pollinators to work. So we did that, got that up. We built the Producer's Pride out of Tractor Supply. They had a sale on these. I think it was $400 and something, and we went ahead and purchased one. That's what we're using for some of the Bressies, and we made this little run right here. And you can see I got poles down there ready for another fence line there. So we're going to fence all this off and put 2 little pastures out here in a round pen and stuff like that. We planted a mulberry in there, and I'll take some still pictures, and it's growing. It had a hard time, but it's growing. And then we got some moringas here that we planted. They're coming up. That's the front. This is going to be all pasture over here. You can see we're still working on it. I got a mulch pile out there. I've been tearing away wood that we cut off our trees, and we'll use some for like family get-togethers and stuff like that. So I got that separated and been going through that. And you can see that the fence goes all the way around. It's really good. I mean, really changed the look of this place. There's our cactus. Our cactus is dying. I guess out here they get some kind of parasite or something that gets in there and eats the bottom. So when we got here, it was beautiful. Don't know how quite to stop that. If anybody has any ideas, please let me know. So we got that all taken care of, and it's been amazing. So really all I can say to you guys is, you know, when you think you're not accomplishing something, you really are accomplishing. I mean, we find ourselves on our time off out here doing something all the time. And it's not necessarily putting up something new, it's taking care of something that's in need. And, you know, you accomplish more than what you think you're doing. And it's probably about 8:30 in the morning right now, and it's already getting hot. So one of the things that we do is, like I mentioned before earlier in the video, was we try to make stuff ourselves. Like, we love baking. So we looked at the cost of vanilla extract. I mean, we are paying like $29 for a bottle of vanilla extract. That's insane. So today we're going to show you a little bit on how to make your own vanilla extract. I've already made 8 bottles. I think I'm going to make 8 more. The only thing with vanilla extract is you have to, when you make it yourself, it has to sit there on the shelf for, I think it was a minimum of 6 months before you can use it. And it's real simple to make. Real cheap too. I think it came down to $2 a bottle or something like that for a cup worth of vanilla extract, and versus 20 something. So you can find ways to do it, and I'll talk to Marcia about linking some of the links to where we got the stuff to do it. I believe she got everything right off of Amazon, but I'm gonna go ahead and we'll show you how to do that here in the second part of this video. But I just wanted you guys to understand that, you know, we as homesteaders or running small ranches, you know, you have to go through daily lives. And I mean, we probably would have got more done a little bit if I was home. But I did pick up another job to make sure that the family's supported and the farm is supported. And Marcia injured her knee, so that took her out of the equation. She couldn't do much of anything for a long time. She did have her surgery, and she's getting along much better now, which is a blessing. I see her in the kitchen now, just getting up and walking around. It's really nice to see. She hasn't come out here yet, but she's talking about getting back next week, the week after, and getting on, trying to get into her old schedule. And she's been keeping herself busy inside the house. She has a channel you really need to check out. I'll have her put a link down below. It's called Saving It Up. It's what she does is she does like mini Mondays and stuff like that. It's she uses cards and she rolls a dice, and she knows all about it. It's pretty neat watching her do it. So she does mini Mondays. She goes Farm Fridays. The Farm Fridays is what I really like, because everything that she saves off mini challenges and stuff for the farms goes right into the ranch. So I mean, it goes for feed, it goes for supplies, if we need new water buckets, whatever it may be. And by doing this kind of saving, she's pretty much just taking whatever we have left over after our bills and stuff and putting it away in certain folders that are for certain things. For instance, car registration. You know, out here the registration can be a little high. So she saves it all year long, and then when it comes time to that month, you don't have to stress or worry about it. It's done. Or, oh, we need some more hay. I don't know what happened. We went through a little more than we thought. Let's go get a truckload. That way you don't have to worry about it, you know, and stress a little bit. The food in the house, you know, we got a little extra, so let's go ahead and get some more flour, some more sugar. You know, don't overextend yourselves, but go out and do what you can. And you'll see in the long run that it just builds. And, you know, when I'm working on something, I don't have any sugar. We got a little grocery store in the house. I just go get some sugar. You know, I know it's all there, always there. Marcia's really good at taking care of that stuff, and it's really truly amazing. So I'll get some still pictures of everything here and the things we have accomplished. And I didn't take you out back. I'm sorry about that, but out back we have our chickens and our ducks, and they've been there for a long time. That's our original chicken flock out there. So we'll go ahead and we'll cut this off for right now. And I want to thank you very much for hanging around with us and getting this little bleed off my chest. Hey guys, went ahead and came inside, and now we're going to make some vanilla extract. It's actually really simple. So first thing I do is you wash and clean your bottles. That's the one thing. Now we got these bottles off of Amazon, and it came with a funnel and a bottle brush. So it was really kind of cool little setup. I'm not sure what she spent for them. Not that much. And I'll have Marsha throw the link on there for you. First thing I do, personally, when I do it, I just cut right down the middle of them. And the reason I do that is because it opens them up just a little bit. Second thing I do is I just make a slice like that. Which opens them up. I take a bottle and I throw 3. So if you technically take it, you go 3 per bottle, and there's 8 bottles. You're going to have about 6 of these per bottle. And I just cut them into, oops. You know, you could use the full bean too, so it's not a big deal. I think that's what it was. It was 6 per bottle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, you could do that. So 6 of them per bottle. It's not a big deal. So pretty much you go ahead and put the 3. I did the 3 in there already. All right, for the 1. And then, oops. And then here's the other 3. So there's your 8. And let's see. Yep. So you got 3 in each. And real simply, all it is, you can use any vodka whatsoever. I don't know why I'm hesitating today. And it's about a cup of vodka. That's it. That's all you're really doing. I'm going to give you an idea where it's going to be. And then I'm going to go ahead and it's real simple. Just go ahead and close it off. That would be a finished jar. And give me 1 second here. I'll go ahead and show you what it looks like. These are about a month old, a month and a half. So you can see a big difference in it. So once the vanilla beans start going in there, I think you want to let them sit minimum 6 months. So this is the cheapest way to do vanilla extract. It's really amazing. Let me go ahead and go through these real quick, and I'll get these all done, and then I'll be right back to you. there we go. Just lock these up down. Put them on your shelf for about 6 months, and homemade vanilla extract. You don't realize how much you've really accomplished, and you know, when you're doing it yourself, things take a little bit longer, and 16 months is pretty huge, and it's really supported our family, and it's going great. And we got babies gonna be here spring. We didn't breed this last year, we're breeding this year. Really good breeding line, so that ought to be really good for you all. And let's go ahead and show you some pictures of all the stuff that we got accomplished. And if anybody has any questions, feel free to comment. I'm glad to help you out, whatever we can do. God bless you, and we'll talk to you soon.